and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we have a pretty sad and quite interesting story to talk about, so let's get into it. The Salem Witch Trial Memoriam is where the names and execution dates of the victims of the witch trials lay. Thanks to the dedication from Noble Laurie Eli, according to SalemWeb.com, for the tercentenary of the witch trials. And did you know that the James Cutler and Maggie Smith designed the memorial as a 3-sided granite wall with benches displaying the names and the execution dates of each victim? Well, I hope you learned a little bit about the Salem Witch Trial Memorial. And, well, now let's get on to the Salem Witch Trials. Down to where it all started, in a small Puritan town called Salem. They arrested 3 people: Tuba, who was a slave for the Puritan minister Samuel Parris, Sarah Good, and Sarah Osborne, and they were all convicted for illegal acts of witchcraft. According to History.com, Salem witch hunt begins. Here is a short rendition of how this may have happened for Sarah Good with a short...
Bailiff, bring out the accused, Sarah Good. Bailiff, bring out the defendant in handcuffs. Sarah Good, thou art here accused that of not having the fear of God before thine eyes, thou hast had familiarity with Satan, the grand enemy of God and man. And by that of his instigation and help, thou hast in a preternatural way afflicted and done harm to the bodies of his majesty's subjects, Elizabeth Parris and Abigail Williams, for which by the law of God and the colony of Massachusetts, thou deservest to die by hanging. Sarah Good, thou hast heard the complaints against you. Is it true that you are a witch?
Certainly not, Your Honor.
Have you seen the devil, Sarah Good?
Never, Your Honor.
If you are not a witch, how do you explain the contortions that young Elizabeth Parris and Abigail Williams go into your presence?
It must all be fake, Your Honor.
Did you visit John Putnam's farm 2 weeks ago?
I did, Your Honor.
How do you explain the fact that a baby calf was born the day after you visit, and that calf had a grossly deformed leg?
I can't explain it, Your Honor. I had nothing to do with it, I swear.
Isn't it true, Sarah Good, that you have a witch's mark on your neck?
Your Honor, I have had a small mole on my neck my entire life. It is not a witch's mark.
Silence! I have heard enough. I find that you are guilty of witchcraft and sentence you to be hanged in the town square next Saturday. Bailiff, take her away.
That was from the California court Salem witch mock trial. With that done, Sarah Osborne was accused of witchcraft, but she never went to a trial because she shockingly died at the age of 49. And lastly, Tuba was imprisoned but never executed. And as you know, Sarah Good was hung at the town square. More on Tuba. The slave for Minister Samuel Parris, as I said in the beginning, she gave one of the most explosive testimonies during her trials by mentioning and embellishing her confession with an embroidered tale of how she had been told to serve the devil. She and the girls rode on sticks, she confessed, and a black dog told her to hurt the children, according to History.com's Aaron Blakemoore's The Mysterious Slave Who Sparked Salem's Witch Hunt. And the witch trials weren't only in Salem, Massachusetts. They're going out all through Europe, with tens of thousands of people being executed, just in Europe alone. And a big part of how this happened was the King's War, which was the king going on in Salem, and the distrust with everyone going on in Salem. That's a big part of how the accusations began, with people being scared of everyone. In the end, there are 19 executions in Salem. The first to be hanged was Bridget Bishop, and there was even a 4-year-old accused of witchcraft who was Dorothy Good, Sarah Good's daughter, according to Jess Bloomberg, A Brief History of the Salem Witch Trials. Thanks for tuning in. I have been your host, Isaiah Dykman, and this has been the Quarantine Talk Show. Tune in for more.